So how do you build a poll in Outgrow? When you go into the Outgrow dashboard, you can see that you can easily select content type poll, and then you can choose a pre-made template. When you go into the poll builder, you'll see that on the left there's a navigation, in the middle there's the preview of the actual poll, and on the right you can edit the page properties. It's the same for the other content types as well. When you go into question 1, you can easily modify the poll. So from which political party do you identify with to which Laker is your favorite. And then you can easily add questions if you want to add more questions to your poll. And you can modify the icons and images on the right side. That's where you edit the page properties for a poll. Now, the second part is the lead generation form. In the lead generation form, you can modify the fields that you can add or change fields based on what information you want from a user. And you can also change the location of the lead generation form, so when you want to capture the email. And then the last thing you'd want to design is this results page. On the results page, usually people use conditional messaging to provide different results pages based on the specific inputs that the customer or user has input. So if the user input, a poll result that only 30% agree with, or less, and there's only 3 options, so you can say, well, clearly that's not going to be the most popular option, because at least 70% answered the other 2 questions, so you know that it's not the most popular option, the option that the person chose. So you can potentially say, okay, if the percent of people that agree with you is between 0 and 30, then I want to show a heading of not many people agree with you. And I want to show a subheading that says Q1 seems to be the most popular choice. And then maybe you want to also mention the percentage of people that agree with Q1, right? So you can say, sure, at, and then you can click add variable to say the highest poll score for question 1 is, and this shows you the actual score. So you can say Q1 sure seems to be the most popular choice at highest popular score Q1. But the least selected option for Q1 only got lowest poll score for Q1. So now I'm basically using this add variable feature to customize the message and incorporate certain variables for each question. So I'm telling them, hey, Q1 is the most popular option. This is the score for Q1. This is the least popular option in Q1, and this is the score for that least popular option. And so I'm basically tailoring and customizing the message for them. I can do something similar on the condition 2, which is if your score is greater than 30 to 100, then you can say, many people agree with you, and I can customize the message here as well. And so for people of that condition, right? And if I want, I can say, you know what, I also want to show different images. I don't want to show this GIF for people who have got a low poll agreement kind of score. So then I can click add media and add my own image or video for this condition, and then my own image and video for this condition. And the last thing you can do on this poll results section is you can add a conditional call to action. So you don't have to have just the share. You can also have a redirect users to URL, which is a button, or you can have share, or you can have subscribe to social feeds. Then I want to show you the settings option on the top right. This is if you want to add an image or video that's generic instead of having a conditional image or video. And then you can decide to choose to show the number of voters and not just, and that would show on the bottom left. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is the preview. So once you click preview poll over here, a new page loads where you can actually preview the poll. So you click let's find out. The way it works is as soon as I select an option, it's going to show me the percentage associated with that option. So let's say I choose Libertarian Party. It's going to say, 33.3% of people agree with you, and then it's going to take you to the lead gen form. So that covers kind of the basics of the poll. It's pretty straightforward to build because all you really have to do is think about which question to ask and a little bit about how you want to design the results page. But otherwise, everything else is basically done for you. If you have any questions as you create a poll, feel free to reach out to us on the bottom right via chat and then click New Conversation. And we're happy to help. Thanks.